Welcome back, survivors. September is well on its way and the overhaul mods are certainly popping up all over the place. We made some conclusions during August that we would see Darkness Falls, Sorcery mod, Joke mod and War of the Walkers make an appearance. The devs stuck with what they said and these are all spot on with their predictions. So right now, playable overhaul mods include all these early starters: District 0, NZ, Hamid's Last Survivors, Age of Oblivion, Ravenhearst, Wild West mod, Sorcery, Joke mod, War of the Walkers, and Darkness Falls. The Fallout Wasteland didn't have any estimate or cryptic clues, but it is the first of the overhaul mods to be released now in September for Alpha 21. You can get it from Nexus or 7daystodarmods.com. It is not on the mod launcher yet. As mentioned, quite a few of the mods are not on the mod launcher during experimental. Many of these mods have not bothered with the most recent Alpha 21.2 experimental update. Most appear to have just said, screw it, we'll wait for stable to come around. So if you're wanting to play most of these released overhauls, either don't update to 21.2 or roll back to get your Alpha 21.1 copy if you want to do a manual install. I've added an easy manual install guide up in the top right, or the link is in the description. Now, in the August updates, quite a few players moaned that I'd missed a few mods. That is going to happen. I certainly don't cover all overhaul mods in existence, but in the interest of fairness and trying to cover many of the overhaul mods and the overhaul mod scene, there are some other mods that we can be on the lookout for that were released last month. First is Grey's Prophecy, which is by Gan the Grey and Savage Harbinger. This mod tries to maintain a mainly vanilla experience but adds a few fun things and humor. This is currently an experimental and I've added a link in my description in the forum. However, you will actually find this one on the mod launcher as well. Then there is Preppocalypse, which is supposed to allow you to play 7 Days to Die from the perspective of a prepper. You prepared pretty well for the great event, and once this great event, the apocalypse, happened, you have a few advantages such as an increased inventory at the start, as well as more skill choices and other options that will help you survive. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, as there is a trade-off to balance out the mod. There are numerous other changes that certainly put this on the overhaul category. Is better vanilla an overhaul? I was asked about this, and to me this initially looked more like a 7 Days to Die with tweaks. However, they've done quite a few visual changes to the interface, there are a lot more settings, and of course the introduction of the Alpha 19 seed farming system was added back in. Any mod that fixes the annoying vanilla seed and harvesting changes gets my vote. This mod also overhauls the hunger, thirst, and food system. So we are probably looking at a mod that used to be a basic couple of modlets thrown in, but is becoming more and more elaborate as the fun pimps keep making interesting changes. Finally, in this group, another overhaul trying to make the game a bit more survival authentic. True survival tries to walk the thin line between realism and a fun, engaging gameplay. Death in this mod is nearly always permanent. You have traits, hobbies, and professions that you choose at the start, and over time you will gain more. Spider is the developer and launched his first public test build this weekend. This build is not functional on a server thanks to the current vanilla bugs, so it is single player only for now. All these mods are now alive and kicking for Alpha 21. Just remember, you are playing with fire if you do start a playthrough on some of these while they are not unstable. Changes are happening, and just looking at Darkness Falls, Kane is already on version 22 of his experimental. So take this huge message from the Darkness Falls team to actually mean something. For Pete's sake, it's an experimental. Thanks for testing. If you recall in the last video, I couldn't find anything about War3zuk. However, he is around and is now working on and preparing for the Alpha 21 version. A few days ago, he said that the fun pimps changed so much code that it broke most things in his mod. So it will likely be many weeks before War3zuk will see the light of dawn. Asia Mod is not saying anything about progress, not even a guess, just it will happen sometime. So it will be out when it is out. As mentioned previously, Rebirth has an excellent roadmap, but initially only said maybe this month that it would release. The dev Furious Ramsey has gone on to say that even though he has been going full steam on updating, it is a huge amount of work. For this reason, his target looks like it possibly has moved to next month or even in November. If you do wish to play Rebirth and help test Alpha 21, then you would need to be a Patreon. Killer Bunny, the Apocalypse Now dev, is still slogging away on his mod. Due to real-life matters, he is delayed, but should still hopefully be on track for an October release for public testing. Undead Legacy is also a way bit off, likely only releasing by the end of September or in October. So, what are we looking for in September? Well, we got the Fallout Wasteland mod from B-Dubs and True Survival. Once Alpha 21.2 goes stable, I think a lot of the other mods will also go stable. Age of Oblivion is also one that is on the verge of moving out of testing and going into a proper release very soon. Other than that, I don't believe Undead Legacy, Rebirth, Asia Mod or Apocalypse Now will make it this month. Hopefully they will, but the amount of work that Alpha 21 has caused is pretty daunting. This is SnowBee for what to expect in the Overhaul mod scene during September. Thanks for watching, and I will see you around soon.